From Careco TV, one of the longest running outdoor programs on television today. Exploring the country and the coast in search of adventures. From the mountains of the great Northwest to the shores of the Atlantic Ocean. This is Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. This week, we're spending some quality time with kids and families at the annual Cast for Kids event and the Haley's Heroes Celebrity Pro-Am Bass Fishing Tournament and Auction. Cast for Kids is a nonprofit organization that's been around for 27 years.
Our mission is to love and celebrate children with special needs and show them that they're important and valued. And we do that by taking them fishing. And we put on fishing events all over America in about 80 different locations this year in about 35 states. Follow the fishing up with a picnic, lunch, and then an awards ceremony where we call each child up individually and give them a plaque with their photo in it, and they get to talk into a mic in front of the large group about their day, and they get a big ovation, and it's just really a cool, special time.
At the Texas Ranger Hall of Fame and Museum in Waco, Texas, an incomparable silent and VIP celebrity auction and dinner is underway.
You know, we doubled in size in 3 years. We went from 40 events in 2016, and this year we're going to have a little over 80. When you double in size, that's more rods and reels you give away, more tackle boxes, more plaques, more trophies, more shirts, more hats. Because we gift them all this stuff because, like I said, we want them to go out and enjoy it again and again and again. So fundraisers become a necessity to keep this foundation afloat. Tonight we've got our banquet fundraiser, tons of live auction, silent auction, raffle prizes, all kinds of stuff. Tomorrow we're going to have 15 celebrities were purchased by our donors, and they're going to go out fishing on Lake Waco. Grand prize is a trip for 6 to Costa Rica. So, and then while they're out fishing, we have children with special needs coming to the shores of Lake Waco, and we're going to teach them to fish and make it a lifelong passion for them.
I'm always in awe when I go to an event like this about how people just, pour everything into it from a passion standpoint. You look at the leadership of C.A.S.T, you look at the people behind the scenes at events like this, you look at all the people in the fishing and hunting industry that get together to help this fundraiser, because this is such an important event to raise funds so that the next year kids can go fishing, that they can catch that special thrill. They can get hooked on the outdoors or just get out and have a smile on a day that might necessarily not be their best. And I mean, does it get any better than a gathering like what we've got here at Lake Waco?
The families of these kids are special people in themselves, because we all, all of us pray when we have kids that they've got 10 little fingers and 10 little toes, and we know that not all kids are born that way, and they become even more special to their mom and dad. It's amazing when you see some of these kids, and we've got to know a lot of these kids through some of these events. It's amazing when you see how they act and how their parents act around them, and how everything they do it just lights their life up, and that's what makes it so special for us to be involved in something like this. And those kids that have an illness, God gave them something special in their life that the rest of us don't have.
You know, you go full circle as an outdoorsman, and I know the first thing that you want to do is catch a million fish, and then you want to catch a trophy fish. But the last thing that you ever want to do as a sportsman is to help others. And it's the last step, and that's kind of where I am in my fishing and hunting. And that is, I want to have other people enjoy it for the first time. And so it's really warms my heart to take someone out to catch their first bass, for example.
Hey, I'm here to help out with the Cast for Kids here, this little fundraiser deal. I got a call from a good buddy, Walt Reynolds, who introduced me to Roland Martin, Jimmy Houston, and he told me about it, and I said, well, yeah, sounds like a good deal.
You know, I tell you what, to see kids get involved in fishing and see their first love for the sport is special. It reminds me about when that happened to me when I was 3 or 4 years old fishing with my granddad. You know, one thing kids need to love fishing is they need someone to introduce them to it, and that's what Cast for Kids provides.
Well, like I said, it makes me feel warm and fuzzy. It's also humbling to be able to be a part of it and be able to give back of my time, which whatever I can give is the least I can do for what this cause does for the kids of my own. It hits home when you see kids, especially you know, like I said, it'll tears your heart out when you see a little kid that they got so many different problems that they may have, you know, health or being disabled, whatever, and doesn't slow them down at all.
What are you looking forward to about tomorrow?
Watching her fish, so she can have fun. The thrill of the catch, and
I miss my mom.
and just to watch her face when she catches a fish, she brightens up and makes her really happy.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too.
Hey, if you'd like to be a sponsor for the C.A.S.T for Kids programs, volunteer in the events, or donate to help provide disabled and disadvantaged children the opportunity to enjoy the sport of fishing and boating, well, please go to castforkids.org. Well, coming up next, let's join the pros and celebrities on the water. The Haley's Heroes Celebrity Pro-Am Bass Fishing Tournament is in action.
You sons of fishes. Ain't enough fish on this lake for 2 clubs.
Really? Well, we see plenty of fish live with Panoptics.
Yep. Dang, we should get Panoptics. Maybe we'll just take yours.
What's going on here? You boys have license?
Yes, sir.
Nope. There he is.
Oh, I got him.
As people who love the outdoors, we know what we stand for. We stand for fish, wildlife, and conserving the places they call home. We stand for the traditions we inherited and that we must pass on. We stand for great gear, fair prices, expert service, and memorable experiences. At Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, we stand together for you.
Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, is brought to you by Garmin. Fight your fish, not your fish finder. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, your adventure starts here. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. And by YAMAHA Marine, reliability starts here. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors. We're in Waco, Texas for the 2nd annual C.A.S.T for Kids, the Haley's Heroes Celebrity Pro-Am Bass Fishing Tournament and Auction.
You know, this is one of the favorite parts of the day at an event like this. You get to hang out here. I mean, there's Roland Martin sitting over there. There's Gary Yamamoto, I mean, legends in the industry, which just tells you the depth and the importance of events like this. When guys like that help start and build this industry come out on their 4th of July weekend, basically, and go do this, that tells you all you need to do about getting involved with C.A.S.T.
Well, today's game plan is to go out and catch some fish. Yesterday I went out for a couple hours and I was getting a little discouraged, and then I run up the river and caught a couple of good ones and kind of got keyed in real quick at the end of the morning, and so we're going to head up there and hopefully I didn't hook too many of them, and hopefully we can get some good ones.
But Gary, what's the game plan for today?
I don't know. I'm gonna follow my guide. He says he knows where the fish is, so I'm not gonna tell him where to go.
You're the guide?
Yes, sir. I guess so.
Tell me about Waco.
It's a tough lake to fish. I mean, it can be fun sometimes, and sometimes it can be hard. Hopefully, it's like it was Wednesday when I came out here. So,
what was your strategy last year? What's got to happen this year?
My strategy last year was to get Alton Jones, and that's my strategy this year.
And it worked. We got the first half of it done. Now all we got to do is hopefully go catch fish somewhere. I definitely have a target on my back. Every pro that's come up to me said, "Well, you going to win it again this year?" I'm like, well, I don't know, but I sure hope so. Honestly, I hope they finish second.
The list goes on and on of guys, that have won classics and Angler of the Years and all sorts of different things. But, last year my dad did win this event. So to say that there's a little bragging rights on the line more than anything is an understatement. So the goal is not only to catch a bunch of fish, but just to beat my dad.
There he is. That's a little guy, but we'll take him. See if he's 14. Whoa, 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 whoa. Defense, 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 defense.
In the water.
Offense. We had two guys going for a fish, and the fish wins. I was hoping for a big one right there. There you go. Good one?
No.
Little guy? Well, Panoptics has really changed the game because it used to be on 2D you could only see a brush pile like that when you went over it. Now I was able to see and fish that brush pile before we ever got to it. I was able to just scan with my trolling motor, look out to the side and know I'm gonna catch a bass right there. And that's the Panoptics difference. All right, let's make a move, guys.
Well, this tournament is C.A.S.T's largest event or fundraiser that they have of the year because they offer so many events for kids to come out and fish, disabled kids, mentally and physically. And it's a great opportunity for kids to get out and just enjoy spending a day, out on the water, down by the lake, in the outdoors. It's really exciting. I've never been able to be a part of this. I've heard a lot about C.A.S.T over the years, and to really see what they do and what all goes into it is pretty cool.
In the meantime, the C.A.S.T for Kids event is starting off and taking over the banks of Lake Waco Airport Park. 42 children with special needs and their families experience a fun-filled day of fishing, thanks to the 58 community volunteers. There are smiles, laughs, and squeals as they catch their first fish ever.
Good job, Cole.
The C.A.S.T for Kids, we did it last year, was our first year. It was really fun, it was good. I think it's C.A.S.T for Kids is great for our community. It gives kids a chance to go do things to where they have the volunteers and the help to do that, to where if they didn't have this, other kids just may not have the chance to do this without, they may not have the equipment, the help, the extra help to do it. So, and this allows them to get out and do that.
Got it, nice. Okay, let's put him in this bag. You wanna go weigh it now?
Let's go, let's go.
2.74.
Just try to treat him like he's a normal kid. Don't want to let him get out in the water just like my other kids, play and do everything that normal kids do.
C.A.S.T for Kids, it's a great organization. They've done awesome and amazing things for him. They make him feel like he doesn't have a disability because he gets to do things that there's other kids like him. He can feel that he gets to be himself. He doesn't get embarrassed or he doesn't feel like he needs to stand up and walk and make himself do things that he can't do. He feels more comfortable.
A big old kiss.
Yeah.
Also, special thanks to the Texas Game Wardens for taking the kids out on their boat for a special ride. Some kids even got to drive the boat. You can donate, sign up to volunteer, and find out more about C.A.S.T for Kids events near you at castforkids.org. Americana Outdoors will be right back after these messages.
For 50 years, Ranger has led the way in innovative, high-performance designs, and we're raising the bar again with a bold new flagship line, the Ranger Z Comanche L Series. These rigs are custom crafted with a passion for perfection and loaded with more features and advantages to deliver domination at every level. The next generation Ranger L Series. Celebrate a legacy, 50 years in the making.
Meet the water's lightest 25 horsepower four-stroke, the all-new Yamaha F25, the new standard and 25 horsepower portable four-strokes. At just 126 pounds, it's got the best power-to-weight ratio of any 25 horsepower four-stroke on the water. With performance that bests the previous Yamaha F25 and features like Yamaha's VTS for precise trolling speeds, batteryless EFI, built-in resting pads, and carry handles, it's the perfect portable power for small boats.
Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, has been brought to you by Bradley Smoker, food smoking made easy. ENGEL Coolers, rugged, durable, high-performance marine coolers. And by SAWYER Products. SAWYER, we keep you outdoors. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors. We're on Lake Waco, Texas, for the Haley's Heroes Celebrity Pro-Am Bass Fishing Tournament and C.A.S.T for Kids.
So last year we caught a bunch of fish. This year we're out for big ones. So me and my partner, it's actually the same partner as I had last year. Him and his dad bought the trip again. And our game plan is to go fish some shallow wood and stuff early, try to catch a big one, and then get out and fish some old house foundations and brush piles and stuff, things that I used to fish when I lived pretty close to here, you know, 10 years ago. See what happens.
Net? Net?
I think so. It's a good one, I think.
I think he's a big fish, Keith. Oh, well.
He was in a tree. I got him, buddy.
You got him?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Hand him to me. Came down here. I fished with Keith last year. We had like, what, 8.5? I don't know.
We caught a lot of fish last year, I know that.
I was gonna say, we culled a bunch up in here and just, we were like, hey, might as well try up here again. And, you know, last year though, they let us go a lot earlier, I think, or something.
I know it was raining.
Little winky dinks are eating. Any morning that you're fishing is good, and when you get a chance to do something like this with the kids are fishing and you got legends in the industry out fishing together to help generate funds so that we can do more of these for the kids, it's a great day. But when you look at it from a fishing standpoint, we could be mowing the yard right now, and even when you don't get a bite, fishing's a lot more fun than mowing the yard. Uh-oh, we got the tree. Well, there's about 45 minutes left until the best part of the day, in my opinion, which is you get to go up there and look at all these kids. They've been having fun and share some time with them. We've had a great time. All the anglers have had a great time out on the water, I know, but that's kind of a big highlight when you get to go up there and look at their smiles, because they're just gonna be grinning from ear to ear. So that's really about it for us, and about time to head to the weigh-in. Whoa, maybe a last second bass. He's not a very big one. Oh, we caught a catfish. You know what? I'm gonna promise you there's a bunch of kids that like catfish up there, and they had just as much fun as I did catching that one, probably more.
What did we do, Jimmy?
We did it.
Pretty good?
Yeah, but no, we're getting close. The only difference really between a professional bass fisherman and an amateur is we know how to get out of trees and get backlashes out a lot better than regular weekend fishermen.
Well, I got to tell you, I've spent most of my life dealing with backlashes and hooked trees, so I'm not sure that you're bragging. You're bragging now. As you know, it's a cast for kids. It's all over the country. And this was a great success last night. I absolutely loved last night, and I hope next year that it can be as delightful as it was last evening. Raised a bunch of money, and it contributes to such a great cause for these children who many have not ever experienced fishing. Anyway, I hope they're catching a lot of fish right now.
My daughter is 9 years old, and she was born without an arm and a leg, and she does everything. I got a call one time. My friend said, "Would you take this little girl and raise her?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh." I was like, "I'm 49 years old." She said, "You can do it, you can do it." So I've actually had Gabby since she was 5 weeks old. It's been awesome. I don't know what I would do without her. She's loving it. She just hadn't caught a fish yet.
She's pretty persistent, though.
Yes, she is. She just needs to have a little patience, that's all.
Coming up, kids will get the chance to be a superstar on stage, sharing their fun fishing stories and getting their awards. So stay tuned.
When I talk about Sunline, I think of one word: confidence.
Sunline FX2 is what I use for all of my frogging and flipping.
S61 braid, which braid plays a big part in fishing line. Shooter, I'm going to use in those close quarter deals like flipping and pitching.
One of my favorite techniques in fishing the tournament trail is to fish offshore ledges.
We have taken the questions out of the equation.
Take my word for it. It works. It works, dude.
Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, has been brought to you by Big Bite Baits, designed to bring the big bite to your line. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. And by Hobie, Hobie Fishing Mirage Drive Pedal Systems. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors. It's the 2018 Celebrity Pro-Am Tournament and Cast for Kids event, and the kids just can't wait to get on stage to receive their awards.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah! All right. Give them a big round of applause. What time were they? Let's hear how many fish you caught.
I got 3 of them.
You did? How about that? That is awesome.
A bluegill.
He caught a bluegill. Give him a big hand. Was that, hey Logan, was that the first fish you've ever caught?
Yeah.
First fish he's ever caught. How about that?
I caught 3 fish.
You caught 3 fish, he did? So you love fishing?
Yeah.
Hey, I love fishing too. Give me 5. All right, you keep fishing, Logan, okay? It was a yellow fish, 2 pounds, all right? What about, you like your award? Huh?
Yes.
Did you have fun fishing today?
Yes.
You gonna keep fishing?
Yes.
Anything else you want to say besides yes?
No.
Okay. I'll give her a big round of applause. Huh? Laura? So, hey, how was your fishing?
And now, it's time to weigh in for the Haley's Heroes Celebrity Pro-Am Bass Fishing Tournament.
There's your leaders right there. Very nice. Our new leaders at the moment. We may get to talk about the trip with the people that are going to win. How about this? 1304. Hold them up. There are your winners for the Costa Rica trip. 6-day trip for up to 8 people, I believe it is.
I kind of wondered out there. I said, now wait just a minute. Wait just a minute. You know, they're calling these weights in. We hadn't weighed in yet. 15.59. They're heavier than they look. These things eat some funny stuff. They get out there and get on that rock pattern. They get around them rocks. They start eating them rocks. They don't look that big. 15.59. Wow.
Well, it was close. It was 5.59. He was trying to lean on this scale during the whole time, but it had already locked in on him.
You know, I still remember watching a bobber go down for the very first time when I caught a bluegill as a little kid. And, you know, every time I go out, I still get as excited when I get a bite. But a lot of the kids that C.A.S.T touches have never had that thrill. They've never experienced that. And C.A.S.T provides that. They let them experience what, you know, hooked us on the outdoors. And whether it's going to lead to a career or just a simple smiling moment for somebody that's, you know, fighting things that many of us take for granted health-wise, that's what this is all about.
Special thanks to all the celebrities and volunteers who participated in the 2nd annual Cast for Kids, the Haley's Heroes Celebrity Pro-Am Bass Fishing Tournament and Auction. Remember, you can always donate and sign up to volunteer for this one-of-a-kind event dedicated to the ongoing support of the Cast for Kids Foundation and their belief that every child is worth celebrating, can overcome limitations, and have a victorious day. For more information, please go to castforkids.org. Hey, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Americana Outdoors. Americana Outdoors is a Careco TV production.
ENGEL's got the original high-performance cooler and a whole lot more. ENGEL Coolers. Go with the original.
At SAWYER, we use the best technology to make simple products that keep you going regardless of your journey. So whether you're boating, hiking, fishing, camping, or hunting, we keep you outdoors with a full lineup of products to both protect you and make the outdoors more enjoyable. Sawyer, we keep you outdoors.
Here at Big Bite Baits, we've got a big line of different plastics, and they're all a tool, so you want to have them with you all the time.
I made several checks in crowded areas flipping that right there. Just a 6-inch Big Bite creektail worm.
Here at Big Bite, we came out with 4 brand new colors this year. All 4 of these colors are going to be great fish catching baits.
Definitely my #1 go-to bait that Big Bite has out right now is the Big Bite Battle Bug.
Big Bite is leading the way when it comes to innovation and colors.
Combining the best of old world craftsmanship with state-of-the-art technologies to bring fishermen everywhere a fishing rod that's feather light, extremely sensitive yet remarkably durable for any fishing condition or situation. Denali rods, tournament tested and tournament tough. Hobie's Mirage Drive kayaks set the standard for fun on the water. Whether your passion is fishing, sailing, or recreational adventure, Hobie's got a kayak for you. Hobie's Mirage Drive mimics nature's proven designs for efficient and powerful propulsion and enhances your kayaking experience. Mirage Power, Mirage Performance, Mirage Drive. Hobie, enjoy the ride.
Many said that we were just obsessed when we started, that there had to be an easier way to smoke food. As time passed, the Bradley family created a lineup of Bradley electric smokers that has made it easier for the novice or even expert chef to get perfect results every time they use it. Grab yourself a Bradley smoker and take your cooking to an all-new level.
From out on the water, straight to the grill, and everywhere in between, Americana Outdoors has you covered. Our newly designed website features instructional videos, product reviews, and cooking recipes from some of the top contributors in the business. For even more Americana Outdoors content, sign up for the monthly e-magazine, featuring the latest outdoor news and trending topics in the industry. Don't miss out on your chance to learn from the pros. Visit AmericanaOutdoors.com now.
Tired of forgetting to set a recording or missing the latest episode of your favorite outdoors show? Check out Outdoor Action today. Never miss a second of shows like Americana Outdoors, Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook, and Whitetail Diaries. All of this at the press of a button, without a subscription fee required. Start watching your favorite shows when you want to watch them by going to OutdoorAction.com or through the Outdoor Action channel on any Roku device.